Ben, thank you for joining us. We finished pre-season today with a 2-1 win against Walthamstow. What's your view on the whole of pre-season, how it's gone and where we're at ahead of the start of the league?
Obviously it's gone quick. We said in the changing room today how it feels, strange to say this is our last one because of how quick it's gone, but obviously, it's been a new group, so there's been a lot to do, which has obviously made the time pass quickly. I think we've had some big tests throughout pre-season. We've played some good sides. There's been lots of goals and in intense games, which is what we've tried to plan with the sides that we asked if we could play them, just to make sure that they were nice and intense and giving us the best possible chance to get ourselves in shape. So we've enjoyed it definitely, but we're looking forward to the start of the season.
For those who maybe haven't made it to pre-season and who haven't seen one of your teams play, what can they expect?
I think most people will come and watch us, and I hope to think that they go away and say we're well organised and structured, and we've got a kind of a shape to us, and we've got hard working players. That's kind of one thing that we ask for. Listen to instructions, and when we're doing organisational sessions and shape, make sure that you're asking questions if you don't understand it, because we set up to be nice and organised and hard to beat and hard to break down, and that's something that we pride ourselves on through hard work and good prep. Going forward, obviously there's been goals from the forwards throughout pre-season. I'm sure people are excited by watching them. So when we do go forward, we like them to express themselves and be nice and aggressive and positive in the final third.
I think, as you mentioned there, after obviously although it being a level above last year and where we finished and the number of goals we conceded, I think most Borough supporters would say I think the main thing would be to be, as you said, organised and harder to beat, tighter at the back, and not concede as many. I think that's the main thing we'd probably look for.
Well, if you obviously those that kind of look back and what we've done, if they took an interest prior to us coming, the season when we got playoffs in this league, we were probably one of the lowest scoring teams in that top 8 or 9 that were probably trying to challenge for it. We was top for a long period from August to January, and we were very hard to beat. We rarely beat teams by 2 or 3. We beat at 1-0 or 2-1. That was kind of what got us the success in that year. So everybody loves scoring goals and going out and just attack, but we like to be structured, organised, come and try and beat us, but we know that our forwards in the final third will get us goals. So if we look after this end of the pitch, the other end will take care of itself. That's how our kind of philosophy.
Looking ahead to the season as a whole and the other teams in the division, I haven't seen any odds, but the general view, I think consensus, is that Farnham and Kingstonian are going to be two of the favourites, are going to be up there. Would you agree with that? And who else would you think to look out for will be challenging come the end of the season?
Well, obviously, I said to you in the start, those were two of the people that I said to you at the start of pre-season when we first got the job. Farnham had a fantastic year last year. We've come up against Kingstonian manager before, and majority of their players were kind of fighting for the league title with us in our playoff year, and we ended up playing a lot of those players when they was at Walton and Hersham in the playoff semi-final. So we know what to expect from them. They're a very, very good side, and one that I'm sure a lot of people will enjoy watching. So yeah, I'd say those two. Obviously you've got big clubs like Hayes and Yedding that are in and around it. So I think I called it at the start. I think everyone that I've spoken to has said it, and they can all see it on the eye. It's going to be one of the toughest leagues that this division's ever had. And so some top sides.
And realistic target for ourselves?
Listen, we're coming in. We're making sure that we can be the best version of ourselves. From the start since we got here, we're trying to make sure that we're going to be in and around the top end of the table. We've got obviously high aspirations, and we want this club to be up and challenging and around the playoffs for sure.
We spoke about on the pitch there, but in terms of off the pitch, what can we expect? And by that I mean in terms of atmosphere in and around the club, in the clubhouse on a match before a match, after the game, etc. Win, lose or draw. What can we expect there?
Listen, there'll be a lot of engagement for sure, because we're ones to show our face. Every week we'll be in the bar. I think we kind of, because we're new, we want to obviously get people on side, and the only way you do that is by earning the respect. Which is something that I've kind of drilled into the players from the moment we got here. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past, what you might do in the future. At the moment you're here, and we had to kind of earn our right, and that's been the whole of pre-season: earn the right and earn the respect of the people that you don't know and the people that have been at the club a long time. Show them that why you've been chosen to be a part of it. So yeah, there'll be a lot of fan engagement. The players will be in and amongst the bar. We've got a good group that do like to socialise. So that will be a big feature for us, and hopefully it will draw people to come and watch us every week, because if you've got a little bit of an atmosphere, especially here, that people are right close to you behind the dugout, it will be a big thing for us.
Finally, just to finish, I know you're off to watch them shortly. We open first league game next weekend at home to Ashford Town.
Yeah.
You're off to watch them shortly. Your thoughts on them? Have you been able to see any of them in pre-season so far, or what you know about them already? And obviously how important it will be to hopefully get off to a winning start at home.
Yeah, in terms of the start, obviously, everyone kind of fancies themselves. Open day, everyone's on equal points, equal goals, whatever it is. Everyone fancies themselves, so you don't really know much about each other. Obviously, luckily enough, they've got a FA Cup game against our old club Northwood, which is round the corner, so it allows us to go and watch, which we will try and do when we can, just to get that one step ahead. Luke Tuff's the manager at Ashford. We've come across numerous times. During our time at Northwood, I think we played them 4 or 5 times in one season due to cup draws. So we know what to expect from them. He's always got a hard work inside. They like to play on the front foot. They're very direct, and it's a hard working team that he's going to come up against with us. So it'll be a good battle, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Ben, thank you very much for your time.
No
Good
worries,
luck for this season.